Hey guys, this team Uncased. This is Aditya, that's my friend Ankur, and we are this time back again with another review. This time a bit different from what we have been doing. This time we are going to be reviewing a Belgian series called Into the Night.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, people think we're crazy. So Adi's background is related to the TV series, but I just wanted to be outside. I guess that's it. That's what we have shortage of, and well, Zoom has some options. Anyway, so talking about the series, yes, thanks Adi for suggesting this. I think you had seen this a while back. I segue from our unacknowledged video. I think just kind of seeing what the extent of that was, like all this secrecy with the governments and all the stuff happening outside of our world. What if even one of those things comes true? And I think what will surprise most people is when I talk about this, it looks like I'm talking about aliens, which is not what happens in this show. And it's really amazing. And I think it didn't try to do too much. It was one concept, and they went after it like anything, like just the basic concept. And we can touch on that a little bit, just to say the least. Uh, the sun, and people who have watched 2012, the movie, it's kind of similar to that, where the sun has a change solar activity, essentially like solar flares, and that changes our atmosphere's um, ionic qualities. So it ionizes, and a lot of properties of the atmosphere changes. So what happens was, what starts happening is anybody who's exposed to the sun rays, instantly dies, or is not, or their body ionizes, and they instantly die. And it's kind of like, why everybody is always afraid of the ozone layer hole. So this is just that into, 1,000 times more dangerous. So that's the premise, right? You cannot face the sun, and so there is this small group that keeps trying to run away from the sun, and the only way they can do that is head west, because the sun is coming from the east. So that's the whole story, and I think that's really powerful. That it's just that one thing, and then that's all you need to know to start watching this. Like, it's not okay, but some of the words that I use were probably scientific, but you don't need to know any of that. All you need to know is, you have to get away from the sun and you have to head west.
Yeah,
So what would you like to add?
yeah. I mean, like it's pretty simple in terms of concept. Like just that one certain day there is a change in the solar activity and it starts killing people. Uh, but yeah, I mean, like loophole wise, there are quite a few loopholes in the story if you take it in that way, because it's a flight which has only like 15 people in it in total, traveling to Moscow, if I'm not wrong. Travels to Moscow, but then, as luck would have it, or as the writing would have it, there is an engineer on the plane, there is a scientist on the plane, there's a criminal boss on the plane.
And a pilot.
Yeah, there is a pilot. There is a pilot. There is a soldier. There's everybody basically. Like you don't expect such a coincidence, so that's basically a loophole. But uh, what I liked about the series was, like right from the beginning, like there is no you know halt or a wait time to start a story. It just starts like instant start, as in like the plane is about to take off. There is a man who's running. We can see he's a soldier. He's a NATO soldier. He is rushing with his gun. He rushes through the security gate and he hijacks the plane basically. So like right from the first moment, there is like no wait time. You are into that series. You are like, okay, now why did this guy hijack this plane and why is he heading west and what does he know? Different. It's thrilling. It's very thrilling once you get into it. And time wise, obviously, like it's just 6 episodes of 30-35 minutes each, so not long, 3 hours. So that's a good enough time to watch a Bollywood movie. So instead of doing that, why not do something good?
No,
So
it's funny that you say that, because it did feel a little bit like a Bollywood movie, because like you said, okay, the story was 80% there, 20% was kind of questionable. Some things could have been there, some things were loopholes, or something were more convenient than they should be on an aircraft. But otherwise, just the banter between those ethnic groups, it felt a lot more Bollywood than Hollywood. And that's kind of, I think, it being Belgian and the characters being, Russian, Belgian, Turkish, Italian. It was kind of a mix of the Western and Eastern bloc, essentially, to so to speak. But yeah, I think that added a lot to the series, because even their languages that they spoke weren't the same, right? So they had those troubles
Yeah.
in them as well. Um, but even then, like, and there were small puns about, oh, how Italians fight and how, Turkish run away from the war and all of that, and that's it. That's why it felt like a Bollywood movie. But you're right, it's small. I think I watched it all together. Probably took me 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Maybe I watched it in two sittings, so 3 episodes each time. Um, but yeah, I mean, really good in terms of, I mean, just passing the time. I would say, better than a lot of other stuff that you have on Netflix. Um, and yeah, I mean, hopefully in the future we can look at some more series like this, which is not traditionally English. Like this one, like it was just dubbed in English. Originally, I think, like I said, it was obviously in a different language. um, so yeah, I mean, hope you guys see it. It's called Into the Night. I don't know if you have anything else to add, Adi, but I think that's pretty much it. Anything else would probably not be spoilers, but there isn't much in this series as such for us to speak about. It's just a nice little thing. In I think it's really well directed, I would say, and shot really well. Again, story has holes, but I mean, it's not perfect, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not perfect, but then they have left scope for a season two. I mean, towards the way they have ended it, it's like it leaves you with more questions than answers. So, yeah, I mean, like once you get the grip of it, you will feel and want that there is a season two coming. And as of now, there is no dates declared from Netflix per the articles that I have read. But I hope that Netflix does justice and they do make a second season and give us the answers that we think we are looking for, and hopefully find something good coming out of it. But yeah, I mean, like pretty much summing it up, it's good. It's a gripping watch. The only thing is that you need to get over that 1 inch subtitle barrier, as Bon Joon said in his Oscar speech. If you get over that barrier, there's nothing stopping you from watching the series.
From this video, and I think this weekend we'll probably do another small, maybe a documentary or a movie. But I think next week we're planning to come back with something that our friends have been asking us for, so Patal Lok. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to go through that. I think both of us try to watch it in two different ways. So one of us will binge watch it, and the other will kind of try to space it out so that we get both of those perspectives. But yeah, we'll try to have at least one video every week. So yeah, I hope you guys like what we're doing, and yeah, thanks for watching.
Yep. Thank you for watching. And you can obviously follow us on Instagram, and now we are on YouTube as well, at the rate Team Uncas. So you can just follow us there, drop in your suggestions, what you like, what you did not like, and what you want us to improve on, and anything that you want us to review. You can just go ahead and follow us there. Thank you for watching. It has been a pleasure. Thank you.